Hello, family and friends. It's Miss Christine in Miss Christine's Yoga Studio. I hope you're all doing well today. I am going to be showing you and discussing with you a back bend, an elementary back bend, a baby back bend called the standing back bend. In yoga, there's three big categories of poses, and we try to get more advanced with each of these categories as time goes by. Those categories are inversions, balancing poses, and back bends. And today we're going to start with the back bends, a very simple back bend. This back bend is the precursor to advanced back bends like the wheel, the bow, and the camel. So I'm going to get up on the mat and I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to sit back down and talk to you about how good this back bend is for you. Okay, here we go. We are going to start in our mountain pose with our feet about hip width apart, maybe not quite that far apart. Really root those feet into the ground, into the earth. Let the earth really come up to meet those feet so that the earth will send its wonderful energy up through the legs into the pelvis. Tummy tucked in, tush tucked under, and the nice energy comes flowing up through in the torso into the chest, opening the chest, shoulders down and back, neck elongated, chin parallel to the floor, and somebody up there pulling the crown of the head up to the heavens. Head over heart over pelvis. Now let's take a nice big deep breath before we start a back bend. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Oh, that's so good. One more time. All right, shoulders down and back. Very good. Now, for a back bend, we are going to make fists with our hands, real strong fists. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to place these fists in the small of the back, where that little dip is in the back, right above the butt cheek. Place those fists right in there, firmly. Now you got these things called elbows flapping like wings, don't you? What are we going to do with those? We're going to adduct them. Adduct means we're going to move them together. So bring them back and try to move them as close as possible together. When you do this, you will notice that your shoulder blades in the back are also moving close together. That's very good. You can stay like this if you're new to a back bend. This is fine, but I'm going to take it a little bit further. Once you move your elbows back, you're going to feel your chest moving up to the heavens, and your gaze, your face will also look up. Now, if you have neck trouble, keep your head looking straight ahead. But if you don't, look up. You can also stay right here. This is a great beginning to a back bend. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to go one step further. As you take a deep breath in, exhale, and lean back into your fists. Your head is going to drop back. One more deep breath, and go back further if you can. You don't have to go any further than what you are comfortable with. Try to look at the back wall. Inhale, exhale. Great back bend. Great standing back bend. You probably will be asked to stay here for 3 to 5 breaths by your yoga instructor. But we're going to take a deep breath in and come back up to mountain pose. That was it. Now don't go any further than you are comfortable with, especially at the beginning. This is a beginner back bend. Okay, I'm gonna sit down here on my bolster and talk to you about how good this is for you. Might have to adjust the camera just a little bit. Woo! There, that's good. Okay, let's talk about the benefits. Generally speaking, a back bend is very good for building strength in your glutes and in your lower back. And when you build up strength in your lower back, you are protecting your sciatic nerve, so you will have less episodes of sciatic pain if that's something that bothers you. Or even if it isn't, it might become. So always protect your back. It is also a great stretch, the back bend, for your abs, your chest, your shoulders and arms, and your neck. It also elongates your spine. And when it does that, it relieves a lot of tension from your back, especially your lower back. And it also helps you with flexibility. Flexibility, like strength, is real protective in protecting you against back injury. You notice that we opened up our chest and our lungs were able to expand, our bronchioles, and we were able to take in a lot more oxygen than just normally standing. It's very good for people who suffer from bronchitis, asthma, COPD, and other lung issues. It's also good for the cardiovascular system. It helps give a lot of nice oxygen to the heart so the heart muscle can work much more efficiently. The back bends are known to stimulate every organ in the body. They stimulate your digestive system, which aids in digestion. It stimulates the pancreas, which shoots out a little bit of insulin to decrease your blood sugar level, and that helps prevent diabetes. When you're stretching your neck back, you stretch this thyroid, and it shoots out a little bit of thyroxine, which is the hormone from the thyroid gland. That increases your metabolism, and so you might feel a little burst of energy from it. And it also helps to burn a little bit of extra calories and reduce some belly fat, which is really good in decreasing obesity issues. The other system that is very good at stimulating is all the other endocrine glands. And the one system that is really affected by these endocrine glands is your reproductive system. So if you have menstrual problems, menopause symptoms, and even infertility problems, those can be aided by these endocrine hormonal balances that occur. Also, this hormonal balance will help you with anxiety, fatigue, stress, all those horrible little things that are kind of untouchable issues. But the hormonal imbalance really helps. Another thing that the back bends help with, if you noticed, was you are picking yourself up very deliberately and holding yourself, and when you come out of the back bend, you come back still in a very upright position with your head over your heart, over your pelvis, so your posture is improved. So postural defects are often aided with a back bend. Now there are some contraindications, and remember, contraindications are red flags. They mean you need to maybe adjust something in the pose, but you certainly do need to talk to your health provider about what is appropriate for you. These contraindications include vertigo, dizziness, high blood pressure, headaches or migraines. If you have neck injuries or back injuries, you may want to think about how you can modify a back bend. Ulcers, duodenal peptic ulcers, and hernias can be contraindicated in a back bend. I think I hit all of them. Oh, the most important one, pregnancy. If you're pregnant, you need to talk to your health provider about doing back bends. So modifications. I had mentioned when we were in it that if your neck is tired or stiff feeling, that you may want to just look straight ahead instead of going up and looking up or bending your neck back. You don't need to stress that anymore if you're having any difficulty with that. If you're a chair yoga enthusiast, you can do this sitting in a chair. So instead of calling it standing back bend, you would probably call it sitting back bend. Some people have issues with standing too long, so this is, you are able to do this laying on your back. Just bend your knees, place your palm of your hands on the floor, and lift your pelvis and your hips off the floor. You're kind of trying to make a C, the letter C with your back. So that is very, very helpful. Tips. Always maintain this open chest with adducting your elbows. Keep your chest open by moving your elbows as close as possible. And remember, that includes your shoulder blades too. When you are going back, do not bend your knees. Keep your knees as straight as possible. Not locked, but not bent. Okay, I think that covers it for today. Don't ever regret what you have done yesterday. Live your life today and make tomorrow yours. Thank you for watching. Namaste, my friends.